Luke, I've just commentated on that game and I'm exhausted, so I can't imagine what you're feeling like having played in it.
Yeah, it was a difficult game in the end. We made it harder for ourselves. We should have run out a bit more comfortably in that, especially with the advantage. We conceded a sloppy goal. We all, held hands at the back, got caught cold. And we've had to defend it out in the end, which is disappointing. But again, if you'd have said 3 points before the game, I think we would have took it, and that's what we've come here and done.
Where did their goal come from? Because at that point you're playing against 9 men, of course, and it all looked so comfortable, didn't it? And then just out of absolutely nothing, they popped one in and made it a nervous end.
Yeah, I think a lot of the boys have switched off. I think someone's gone for the same ball. I've got caught too high, to be fair, and the guy's he's quick and he's got in, and that's disappointing. We should have stopped the source from earlier, and it's disappointing. It's not good enough. But all over we're sloppy, to be honest with you, very, very sloppy, and I think we thought we were going to steamroll it, and you got no right. It doesn't matter if you're up against 5 men. You got to switch on, and unfortunately I don't think we kept the ball well enough to hurt them.
It was interesting the last half an hour because Mansfield seemed to do everything that you'd expect you'd do when you're playing against 9 men. They brought wingers on, played it wide, tried to use the whole pitch and tire altering them out, but they didn't tire, did they? They just kept going.
It just shows the spirit. That's why they are in the league, to be fair, and I think they'll do well this season. They've got great spirit, and it's going to be a hard place to come for a lot of teams, I think. I don't know the stats, but I don't think many teams are going to come here and win. And they showed a great spirit, to be fair. But I mean, we've got to be stronger ourselves, and we've got to have that spirit to keep on going, to keep passing the ball. You keep passing the ball, and eventually opportunities will come. And I just felt that we either overcooked it, or we tried things we should have done things earlier, to be fair. And I think everyone knows that. But we've got the 3 points, and we move on.
Well, that's the important thing, of course, and after 3 successive away defeats, a stat that I'm sure people keep hammering home to the Mansfield players. And how important was it just to end that in any way possible?
Yeah, I think so. It's disappointing that people keep banging on about it, to be honest.
Sorry about that.
But people have got a right to have their opinion, and I don't mind that. Everyone's got an opinion in football, and the opinion is we're a week away from home, and the stats show that. So we've come in and got 3 points, hopefully shut a few people up like yourself. But hopefully that's showed people that we can come and pick up results, and hopefully we can go on the road again and pick up another 3 points.
Well, you can read anything into stats, but I mean, you have climbed another place in the table now, and having put that away form, to bed, if you like, and you've got another away game next week, suddenly at Eastbourne, that takes on a different complexion now. Suddenly we don't see it as an away game, or it's a long trip. You think, well, actually, away form's okay, you're 4th in the league, why not go and win?
Exactly, yeah. As long as you're winning football matches, everything's rosy. It's when you're losing, no one likes losing, but it's a long trip at Eastbourne, and I think we can't take it lightly again. We've got to go with the same attitude, be a bit brave on the ball, and make sure we're not sloppy at the back. And I think if we go the same approach we did, certainly in the first half, I think we'll be fine, and I think we'll go there and pick up another 3 points.
Great stuff, well played today, thank you.
Cheers, thank you.
Well, Stephen, that was a really tight end to that game. We all expected you to just sewn it up after an hour. What went wrong?
Yeah, I think sometimes when you go against less men, it's not always straightforward. They had men behind the ball and they were gambling, and I think it wasn't pretty, but I think we would have took 3 points.
Yeah, well, that's got to be the thing, hasn't it? We keep banging on about this away form, and actually you've ended that today. You've come away from home against a side previously unbeaten in 7, and you've won.
Exactly. Like I say, before the match, everyone was just trying to break this thing because people are doubting we're away from home and stuff like that. Against Barrow, we knew we weren't good enough, and I think today we've come out and I think started bright, both halves, and I think it's worked after.
Well, right at the start of the game, I thought you were playing some great football. This new formation with you 3 packed into the midfield, and it just looked so good, didn't it? It really flowed. Yeah,
it felt like it clicked. Soms and Gary Mills are both good players in there. I think we sort of had an understanding. We did a practice match during the week and it all sort of clicked in. I think we just want to tighten things up, but having an out-and-out winger who can affect the game like Louis did.
And what about from your point of view? Because it's the first chance really we've had to see you. I thought you played very well today. How did you feel?
I loved it. Like I say, I've been desperate to play for the last few weeks. I'm glad I've took my chance. I just hope I can play a few more games.
Yeah, well, it must have been frustrating the last few weeks. I mean, when you join a club in the summer, and I'm sure when the first team sheet was announced, and you think, I'm not quite inside yet. You just got to wait, haven't you? And wait and wait.
Well, early doors, I picked up a bit of an injury with Jake Spade, and we're both sort of injured for a couple of weeks, and then it's hard to get back in. There's a lot of quality in the team, especially in centre midfield. The likes of Nixie, Gary Mills, good technical players, and then you've got me and Matty Somner, who are both your battlers and keeping it simple and stuff like that. But hopefully we'll keep on pushing each other. to the limit. Like.
Well, that's the thing. Now you've had your chance, and that's the thing. People do have to take the chance in one game. I mean, you see players come in for one game and then miss out again. But you feel like you've done enough today?
I would hope so. Obviously, the gaffer makes the final decision, but I would like to think I had a steady game, affected the game, both going forward and defending. I think that's a big part of my game. I can get up and down the pitch.
Yeah, well played today. We enjoyed seeing
Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Well, Kyle, first of all, when we talked earlier in the season, I said to you, it's never dull when you play. It's the same again, isn't it? You're scoring, involved in everything.
I go back to what I say, it's art on my sleeve, and to be honest, I was 50-50 whether to travel today. I'm down with that bug, but I thought I'll come in, I'll see what I can do, and thankfully I picked up a goal early doors, good finish from my right foot, that's from the training park, and then had the flick on for Louis Briscoe's goal, so I'm happy with how it's went.
Well, you always want a team to start brightly in the second half, Louis, and you don't get much brighter than 12 seconds I made it on my stopwatch when you scored.
Yeah, I think the gaffer will like that one. We set that one off every single game, whether we've conceded or whether it's half time or the start of the game. And for one to go in straight away, I think he'll be very happy. Yeah.
How did you like this new formation, which sort of saw you pushed a bit further forward and perhaps with less defensive duties, more chance maybe to run at the defenders?
Yeah, I think I had a bit more of a licence to get on the ball and run at players, which I think first half I did quite well. And second half, obviously, it got stretched and it was sort of a different game. And then we went to 4-4-2, and then obviously I got cramp and come off. But yeah, it was enjoyable in that formation.
Yeah, it was just an extraordinary match, just one thing after another, Carl. I mean, you were then involved in the sending off, of course, and that was just a bizarre kind of flashpoint, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, you can say what you want about it, either fans, but at the end of the day, he's gone in with a bad challenge, and he's reacted. I've gone over to see if my mate's all right, and he's reacted onto me, and the refs made the decision, and there was nothing in it. But if he wants to push away and kick me when I'm on the floor, then the ref's got to act by that. Yeah.
And the other thing I want to ask you is how you didn't score about a hat-trick in that game, because you scored early on, and I thought then at the point you're being booed by all the fans, the ball comes back to you 12 yards out, and I thought this is the chance to silence them, and you swung it and missed it.
I think I'll blame it on the blurred vision from the book, but the one come to my right foot again, and like I said, it's coming in training. I'm working on it. I'm not one to blow my own trumpet. I'll keep working on it in training for. Then there was my Thierry Henry on the edge of the box where I turned and hit it over, brushed the bar.
Yeah. You've been practicing that one as well,
have you? And then the great work by myself, Louis and Duffy, good link-up player. I couldn't quite connect with it, so...
Is he the only one that refers to himself as Thierry Henry, or is it?
I think there's a few lads in there that like to think themselves big boys, but yeah, no, we're all
one being Louis as well. He thinks he's the biggest.
Well, you talked about that formation, and that 4-3-3 seemed to work so well in the first half. First time we've really got to see that, but we talked about the fact that there was you three as strikers, but the packed midfield as well worked really well away from home, didn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Stevie Istead did a great job today, as well as the other two, but Stevie covered a lot of ground that maybe I could have done, but he was there for me, and when I had to fill in, but yeah, it was a good formation that I think we played.
And it must be great for you as a pacey striker to have these guys dropping deep, flick ons, and it's perfect for you.
It's absolutely perfect for me. I mean, I've always I've ever wanted just two big strikers to win the balls and go through on goal, and it worked.
Yeah, well, that's all you got to do. Just do all the work for him, Kyle.
Well, I've got 7 goals myself now, so I'm bussing as well, and I think we'll have a few good sing-songs in the car school on the way home.
It's another away game next week, and suddenly that takes on a different look to it, because before we've been banging on about this kind of away form, and now you go away, even though it's a long trip away, you think, well, the away form's kind of sorted now, and it's one you can go and win.
Yeah, I've heard that as well, and there's nigs and nags here and there, people saying that, but personally I don't think we have problems away. It's just that consistency in this league, and like I say, that's not a new formation to us. We practice that religiously on the training park, and we've just implemented it in the right way today. And the team going down to 9 men, I think they've took it upon themselves to fight back with nothing to lose. So we've come away with the 3 points, one ugly, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. And did either of you ever really think you were going to lose it today?
I don't know. Towards the end, it was a bit nervy, but I thought we were strong enough to come through.
Yeah, you were always confident as well, Kyle, were you?
Without a doubt.
Well played today. Thanks a lot.
Cheers, lads. Thank you.